I want you to know I watch everything. I watch you all.
Before Brad Pitt became a household name, he was just a small-town boy from Springfield, Missouri, chasing a dream in Los Angeles. Born in 1963, he grew up surrounded by the rhythms of Midwest life: school football games, church gatherings, and high school theater productions, without any ties to Hollywood. When he drove west, he was a young man with ambition, charm, and a willingness to do whatever it took to pursue acting. He worked odd jobs, including a stint in a chicken costume to draw customers to a local restaurant, all while taking acting classes and auditioning relentlessly. Even then, Brad's presence was magnetic, and he naturally drew people to him. Among his earliest relationships was a romance with British pop singer Sunita in the mid-1980s. Their connection lasted about 2 years, and she later described him as sweet, affectionate, and fun, someone whose warmth shone before fame added its weight. Looking back after seeing him in Thelma and Louise, she admitted a mix of nostalgia and regret, a sentiment that seemed to follow many women who had shared a piece of Brad's early life. These pre-fame romances captured a young man learning the ways of love, establishing patterns of connection that would influence his life for decades. First, Hollywood flings. As Brad began to gain recognition, his love life increasingly overlapped with his career. He had a brief relationship with actress Jill Sholin after starring together in Cutting Class in 1989, marking one of the first times his personal life was subtly intertwined with his professional endeavors. Following that, Brad was linked to E.G. Daily, a voice actress who recalled his intensity and drive, noting that his ambition set him apart even in those early years. Although their romance was short-lived, they remained friends, hinting at Brad's ability to maintain meaningful connections even when relationships ended. Another brief chapter came with Christina Applegate, then one of television's rising stars. Their time together was fleeting and playful, with Christina later acknowledging the moments with humor, underscoring that early Hollywood romances often combined spontaneity with public attention. Through these early flings, Brad was learning about intimacy, chemistry, and the way personal and professional worlds could collide in the entertainment industry. A first serious relationship, Juliette Lewis. In late 1989, Brad entered one of his first significant and lasting relationships with actress Juliette Lewis, who was 16 at the time while he was 26. Their romance lasted 4 years, a remarkable period of stability given the rapid ascent of his career. The couple co-starred in films like Too Young to Die and California, and their on-screen chemistry mirrored a deep emotional connection off-screen. Brad later reflected on their relationship as one of the most formative of his early life, an experience that taught him what love could feel like amid growing fame. Juliette, however, eventually moved on and expressed frustration at being constantly associated with him, highlighting a recurring challenge in Brad's romantic life: how fame complicates personal relationships. For Brad, the period with Juliette represented one of the first times he experienced genuine intimacy and the complexities of balancing a rising career with a serious relationship. Breakthrough and Gwyneth Paltrow. The early 1990s brought Brad his breakout role in Thelma and Louise, turning him into a global heartthrob. With fame came new pressures and new romances. And in 1995, he met Gwyneth Paltrow on the set of C7N. Gwyneth, elegant and intelligent, complemented Brad's charm and Midwestern groundedness. Their relationship quickly became the talk of Hollywood, with their connection seemingly effortless both on and off screen. Brad referred to her as the love of my life during a Golden Globe speech, reflecting the depth of his feelings. They became engaged, and although the romance captivated fans, Gwyneth ultimately ended the engagement in 1997, admitting she wasn't ready for marriage. Despite the heartbreak, both spoke warmly of one another years later, and the experience left a lasting impression on Brad, showing him both the joy of deep love and the lessons that come from timing, growth, and personal readiness. The Golden Couple, Jennifer Aniston, After his engagement to Gwyneth ended, Brad met Jennifer Aniston, whose rise to fame as Rachel Green on Friends made her one of America's most beloved actors. By 1998, both were single, and their managers arranged a meeting that sparked an immediate connection. Their first date was easy and natural, and their chemistry quickly became apparent. Fans and the media were captivated when they made their red carpet debut in 1999, and their romance moved swiftly. By 2000, Brad and Jennifer married in Malibu in an extravagant but heartfelt ceremony, cementing their place as Hollywood's golden couple. For several years, they embodied the ideal of love and success, attending events together, collaborating professionally, and presenting a grounded image in an industry obsessed with appearances. Yet, beneath the perfection, the pressures of fame, career demands, and changing priorities began to weigh on the relationship. By 2005, the couple separated, navigating their split with grace, while the world scrutinized their every move. Jennifer later described the breakup as painful, but handled it with integrity, refusing to vilify Brad and emphasizing the importance of their continued friendship. Passion and family. Angelina Jolie. Brad's next defining relationship began during the filming of Mr. and Mrs. Smith with Angelina Jolie. While the pair were initially focused on the work, a bond formed that combined friendship, partnership, and eventually deep romantic love. The couple became parents to 6 children, both biological and adopted, creating a family that drew global attention. Known as Brangelina, they were admired for their humanitarian work, international travel, and shared values. They married in 2014 at their French estate, incorporating their children into the ceremony. Yet their relationship faced challenges as their personal and professional lives intersected under constant media scrutiny. In 2016, they announced their separation, prioritizing the family's well-being while navigating the complexities of co-parenting. The years with Angelina transformed Brad, offering both joy and profound lessons about love, partnership, and the responsibilities of fatherhood. Life after Jolie. Following his separation from Angelina, Brad retreated from public dating for a time, focusing on his children and personal growth. New relationships with figures such as MIT, Professor Nair Oxman, model Nicole Potosky, and Emily Ratajkowski were reported. Yet they remained fleeting or casual. Each connection reflected Brad's continued search for companionship and connection outside the Hollywood spotlight, but none offered the lasting intimacy he had experienced with Jennifer or Angelina. By 2022, Brad began dating jewelry designer Ins de Ramon, a relationship marked by comfort, stability, and shared interests. They were seen publicly together, celebrating milestones like birthdays and film festivals, offering hope that Brad had found a peaceful, supportive partner. The enduring bond with Jennifer Aniston. Through all of Brad's relationships, one connection remained deeply resonant: his bond with Jennifer Aniston. Even after decades, divorce, and other romances, both have spoken warmly about their enduring friendship and respect for one another. Jennifer has consistently expressed affection for Brad, describing him as someone she would always care for, and Brad has acknowledged her lasting importance in his life. Public appearances together in 2019 and 2020, including her 50th birthday and a charity table read, highlighted their natural chemistry and easy camaraderie, reminding fans of the depth of their history. Their relationship represents a rare example of love and connection that transcends romantic timing, illustrating that some bonds remain meaningful even as life evolves. Growth and reflection. Brad Pitt's journey through love shows a man learning from every relationship, heartbreak and triumph. From early romances before fame, to the global stage of Hollywood power couples, to the joys and challenges of parenthood, he has grown profoundly. His struggles with public scrutiny, personal reflection, and sobriety have shaped his ability to approach love with honesty, maturity, and gratitude. Naming Jennifer Aniston as the love that never faded is not a declaration of past nostalgia, but a recognition of enduring connection, respect, and the formative role she played in his life. Brad's story reflects a universal truth. Love is a journey of growth, forgiveness, and understanding, and the relationships that shape us often leave the deepest marks beyond the spotlight.